Good evening, my dear friends. You are being guided toward greatness, even in the moments when you cannot yet recognize it, even in the ordinary hours that seem quiet, repetitive, or burdened by uncertainty. Beneath the surface of your life, something far greater is moving. There is a silent orchestration taking place, a delicate weaving of events, emotions, thoughts, and desires, all aligning you with a future that is far more meaningful than anything your current circumstances may suggest. The truth is not that life unfolds at random. The truth is that life responds. It mirrors your inner world. It listens to the tone of your thoughts, the weight of your assumptions, the direction of your feelings, and the quiet expectations you carry within yourself. And in its own perfect way, life begins to shape your outer world into an expression of what you have been secretly becoming on the inside. Every longing you have ever felt, every hunger for more, every vision that has stirred your heart, every dream that has refused to leave you alone is not an accident. It is not meaningless. It is not simply imagination running wild. It is a signal. It is a calling. It is life itself whispering that there is more for you and that you are already being led toward it, even in the moments when you feel most uncertain, most delayed, or most lost. Greatness does not always announce itself with thunder. Sometimes it arrives quietly. Sometimes it comes as a thought that returns again and again, a vision you cannot shake, a future you keep sensing before you can explain it, a feeling in your heart that says there is something greater waiting beyond what you currently see. And perhaps that is because imagination is not merely fantasy. Perhaps imagination is the doorway through which guidance enters your life. What if the visions you hold are not illusions, but instruction? What if the desires rising within you are not random cravings, but inner directions? What if the pull you feel toward growth, peace, purpose, abundance, and a fuller expression of yourself is not a coincidence, but evidence that something within you already knows the way? Life never forces. It invites. It speaks softly. It nudges. It opens doors inward before it opens them outward. And every time you feel the pull to become more, to rise higher, to expand beyond the limits of your past, understand this clearly. You are not merely wishing, you are being guided. There have been moments in your life that broke you open, moments that stretched your heart, moments that tested your patience, your faith, your identity, your sense of direction. At the time, you may have wondered why they had to happen. You may have questioned your strength, doubted your path, or felt abandoned by the very life you were trying to trust. But what you may not have realized then is that even those painful seasons were part of the guidance. Pressure reveals shape. Challenge awakens hidden strength. Discomfort pushes you toward discoveries comfort would never have allowed you to make. Some parts of your greatness only emerge under pressure. Some dimensions of your character only reveal themselves when life places demands on you. Some levels of wisdom, courage, patience, and clarity can only be formed when you are brought into situations that require you to become more than you were before. What feels like delay is often preparation. What feels like silence is often calibration. What feels like waiting is often alignment. You have not been forgotten. You have been prepared. Sometimes guidance does not give you what you want immediately. Sometimes it gives you what you need first, because what you desire may require a stronger foundation, a steadier mind, a deeper heart, a clearer self-image. And when what you want finally arrives, you must be able to hold it, honor it, sustain it, and grow through it. Greatness is not handed to those who are unready. Greatness matures within those who allow themselves to be shaped. There is a divine intelligence moving through your existence. It is arranging timing. It is aligning circumstances. It is connecting people, opening conversations, redirecting paths, and placing you where you need to be, even when you do not yet understand why. You may call it destiny. You may call it intuition. You may call it higher consciousness, inner knowing, divine order, or something sacred beyond words. Whatever name you give it, it is real and it is active. Every time you have felt an inner nudge that could not be explained by logic, that was guidance. Every time life removed you from something you were desperate to hold on to, that was guidance. Every time a door closed, and you later discovered it protected you from what could not carry you forward, that was guidance too. Every redirection, every interruption, every unexpected shift has been part of a larger intelligence leading you where your conscious mind could not yet see. Greatness is not only success, wealth, recognition, or visible achievement. Greatness is awareness. Greatness is awakening to the truth that you are the creative center of your life. What you repeatedly assume about yourself, what you continuously believe about your future, what you emotionally accept as possible, begins to shape the reality around you. Your inner world is not a private fantasy. It is the blueprint of your outer life. Thought gives direction. Feeling gives power. Repetition gives form. Assumption becomes identity. Identity becomes experience. And experience, when accepted long enough, becomes a life. That means you are not powerless. It means the energy of your attention matters. It means the way you see yourself matters. It means the story you tell yourself matters. The more you imagine yourself rising, the more life begins arranging itself to support that vision. The more you accept your worth, the more opportunities begin moving toward you. The more you align with a greater identity, the more the world begins to reflect that alignment. This is not magic outside of you. It is power within you. You were never meant to chase greatness as though it existed somewhere beyond your reach. You were meant to awaken to it, to embody it, to allow it to unfold from within. There is already a version of you who lives with confidence, clarity, peace, and purpose. There is already a version of you who moves through life with strength, composure, and certainty. There is already a version of you who knows how to receive, how to trust, how to stand tall, how to remain steady when life shifts. Guidance is the process of leading you from who you have believed yourself to be into who you truly are. And that process often begins internally before it is ever visible externally. The world does not change first and then allow you to grow. You grow first, and then the world begins to rearrange itself around the new identity you are embodying. A change in self-concept changes the atmosphere of your life. A change in assumption changes the path you walk. A change in inner certainty changes what you permit yourself to experience. You may look at your current circumstances and feel far from greatness. You may look at your current reality and wonder how anything extraordinary could possibly emerge from this. But greatness rarely looks impressive while it is being formed. A seed does not resemble a tree. A beginning does not resemble a completion. Yet hidden inside the beginning is the full promise of what is to come. So do not underestimate the season you are in. Do not dismiss your current state because it does not yet look like the end result. The pattern of greatness is already present. The guidance is already active. The transformation is already underway. Every life that becomes extraordinary begins with faith in what cannot yet be seen. Faith is not blind wishing. Faith is inner agreement with what your heart already knows. Faith is the quiet decision to honor what you feel deeply, even before the world provides visible confirmation. Faith is standing in alignment with your inner knowing before the evidence appears. Faith is trusting the guidance that is working beneath the surface while the visible world is still catching up. When you begin to believe in your greatness, not as ego, but as truth, life responds. Perhaps not instantly, but inevitably. You do not need to force your way into the life you desire. You do not need to beg life to see you. You do not need to prove your worth to existence. You only need to align your inner state with the reality you wish to inhabit. You only need to see yourself as capable, deserving, supported, and guided. And when you do, doors that once felt sealed begin to open. Paths that once seemed blocked begin to form. Opportunities you never even considered begin to appear. Because life always mirrors the conviction you hold about yourself. There will be moments when doubt appears. There will be days when fear speaks louder than faith. There will be seasons when your progress feels invisible and your efforts seem unanswered. But do not mistake slow movement for absence. Do not mistake silence for abandonment. Even when nothing appears to be happening, alignment is still taking place. Even when you feel still, your life is being repositioned. Growth is not always loud. Transformation is not always dramatic. Sometimes the deepest progress happens quietly, invisibly and inwardly, only to reveal itself later in undeniable form. You are being guided through intuition that whispers, desire that pulls, dreams that persist, challenges that refine, patience that strengthens, and awareness that awakens your power. The question is not whether guidance is present. The question is whether you will trust it. Will you trust more than your past? Will you trust more than your fear? Will you trust more than the old story you have been telling yourself? Will you finally allow yourself to step into the life you were always meant to live? Greatness is not reserved for a chosen few. Greatness is the natural expression of a human being who remembers their strength, honors their vision, and trusts the intelligence that has been guiding them all along. You are not behind, you are not late, you are exactly where you need to be for the next step to appear. The pain you endured did not disqualify you. It refined you. The uncertainty you walked through did not weaken you. It awakened deeper clarity. The difficult seasons did not destroy you. They prepared you. And right now, even as you listen, something within you recognizes that this is true. Think back to the moments you believed everything was ending, only to discover later that something better had begun. Think back to the times you were afraid, yet somehow you kept going. Think of the situations that once felt impossible, yet now live only as memories. You have already been carried farther than you realize. You have already been strengthened more than you acknowledge. You have been guided all along, and that guidance has not stopped. It is still active now, still working, still moving, still leading you forward. So lift your thoughts to the level of the life you desire. Speak to yourself as someone destined to grow. Feel yourself worthy of abundance, peace, love, fulfillment, and success. See yourself living in alignment with the life that calls to your heart. Accept it inwardly first, and allow life to reorder itself outwardly in response. Do not shrink to match doubt. Do not dim your light to fit old limitations. Do not deny the greatness rising within you simply because it feels unfamiliar. You are meant to expand. You are meant to evolve. You are meant to discover just how powerful your inner world truly is. The greatness you are being guided toward is not only about achievement, it is about awakening. It is about remembering that life is not happening to you at random, but responding to you with precision. It is about stepping into the role of conscious creator rather than passive observer. It is about choosing trust over fear, imagination over limitation, and alignment over resistance. The future you desire is not as far away as it seems. It is already unfolding, and your willingness to accept it accelerates its arrival. Nothing in your past, nothing in your present circumstances, and nothing in your fears can stop what is meant for you once you align with it internally. Your thoughts matter. Your assumptions matter. Your emotional state matters. The identity you carry matters. When you choose confidence, when you choose trust, when you choose to believe that life supports you, you step into harmony with the greatness already moving toward you. So stand tall within yourself. Honor the quiet guidance living inside you. Trust the deeper movement of your life. Allow yourself to believe that you are meant for remarkable things, not as arrogance, but as truth. You are becoming stronger, wiser, clearer, more grounded, more aligned, more powerful every single day. Life is guiding you, your inner knowing is guiding you, your desires are guiding you. And step by step, moment by moment, you are being led into a life richer, fuller, and more magnificent than the one you have known so far. You are not lost. You are not forgotten. You are on your way, and greatness is not only waiting for you. Greatness is being prepared through you, within you, because of you. Trust the process. Trust the timing. Trust the unfolding. And most of all, trust yourself. Because you are being guided to greatness, and nothing can stop what is already in motion. Even now, as you breathe, as you sit with these words, as you move through this very moment, a subtle alignment is taking place within you. Every realization you have, every shift in perspective, every quiet awakening of awareness is part of this greater movement. Life wastes nothing. It uses everything. It turns confusion into clarity, hesitation into direction, fear into courage, and delay into wisdom. You are learning to trust yourself more deeply, to listen to the quiet voice within that knows before the mind fully understands. That inner knowing is not random. It is a compass. It is a signal. It is pointing toward the greatness waiting to unfold through you. There is a reason certain desires never leave you. There is a reason certain dreams keep resurfacing no matter how much time passes. There is a reason something inside you refuses to settle for a smaller life. That restless pull is not a flaw. It is guidance. It is life revealing the direction of your becoming. When you feel that stirring in your heart that says there is more, you are not being ungrateful for what you have. You are responding to the call of your destiny. And that call is not here to torment you. It is here to awaken you. There are times when guidance does not feel gentle. There are times when life removes what you thought you could not live without. Relationships end. Opportunities collapse. Plans dissolve. Structures you trusted begin to crumble. In those moments, it is easy to believe that everything is falling apart. But often, what is happening is that things are falling into alignment. What no longer supports your growth is being moved aside. What cannot carry your future is being cleared away. Doors that close are not punishments, they are protections. Detours are not delays. They are redirections toward the life that truly belongs to you. And though it may hurt, though it may confuse you, though it may feel unfair, trust that guidance is still operating. It is shaping your future through experiences that your present mind cannot yet fully understand. Your imagination plays a sacred role in this process. It is not merely a place of fantasy. It is the realm where your future first takes shape. When you see yourself succeeding, when you mentally and emotionally inhabit the life you desire, when you allow yourself to feel the reality of a better version of your life, you are not escaping truth. You are preparing it. You are saying yes to the greatness being prepared for you. You are affirming that you are ready to receive, ready to grow, ready to expand into a larger expression of yourself. What you repeatedly imagine with sincerity begins to become a path, and life begins to move people, circumstances, and resources into position to reflect that inner picture. This journey also requires patience, but not the kind that waits in defeat, the kind that waits in confidence. You are not waiting as someone abandoned. You are waiting as someone certain. You are not hoping blindly. You are knowing quietly. You are not begging life to bless you. You are aligning with what already belongs to you in essence. There will be moments when impatience rises, when frustration builds, when you wonder whether anything is changing at all. But greatness often unfolds like dawn, slowly, and then suddenly. At first, the light is subtle. Then the horizon changes. Then the entire landscape is transformed. And one day, You look back and realize that every step, even the painful ones, were necessary. Do not compare your path with anyone else's. You are not behind. You are not ahead. You are simply walking your own journey, receiving the exact guidance your life requires. Comparison blinds you to your unfolding. It distracts you from the miracle already forming inside you. No two destinies are the same. No two journeys are meant to look alike. Your pace, your lessons, your timing, your seasons, your rhythm all belong uniquely to you. And the greatness being guided toward you is not meant to imitate anyone else's. It is meant to reveal the truth of who you are. Life has been speaking to you through inspiration, through sudden clarity, through unexpected motivation, through quiet realizations that change the way you see everything. These are not coincidences. They are signals. Every inspired thought is a guiding light. Every surge of strength is a reminder that something greater is working through you. And every time you honor those moments instead of dismissing them, you deepen your alignment with greatness. You must also remember that greatness is not perfection. It is not the absence of fear, doubt, or missteps. Greatness is the willingness to continue through them. It is choosing faith in the presence of uncertainty. It is rising after every fall. It is learning from every setback. It is refusing to shrink because of temporary discomfort. Some of the most powerful guidance you receive comes through your own resilience. When you realize that everything you have faced has not defeated you, that you are still here, still growing, still willing, still able, you begin to see your strength as something real, something living, something undeniable. Your self-concept shapes your path. What you believe about yourself can become either a bridge to greatness or a barrier against it. If you see yourself as limited, life will reflect limitation. If you see yourself as unworthy, life will echo that belief. But if you begin to see yourself as capable, guided, worthy, and open to expansion, life will reflect that too. This is why it matters how you speak to yourself. This is why it matters what you repeatedly think. This is why it matters whether you treat yourself as someone ordinary or someone made for extraordinary things. Your inner conversation shapes your destiny. The way you view yourself sets the tone for what you allow into your life. And even now, there is a deeper stability forming within you. With every challenge you survive, your faith strengthens. With every lesson you learn, your wisdom deepens. With every moment you choose belief over fear, your foundation becomes more unshakable. This stability is part of your greatness. It allows you to move through life without being thrown off course by every obstacle. It allows you to remain anchored when circumstances shift. It allows you to respond with strength instead of panic. Sometimes guidance looks like rest. Sometimes it looks like stillness. Sometimes it looks like a season where nothing dramatic seems to happen. Do not underestimate those seasons. They are not empty. They are formative. They are the quiet moments where your mind clears, your heart softens, your spirit strengthens, and your inner world begins to reorganize itself. Rest is not absence of progress. Rest is preparation. It is life gathering the pieces, aligning the timing, strengthening the roots before the branches reach higher. And if you look closely, you may begin to notice signs of your evolution everywhere. The thoughts that once controlled you no longer have the same power. The fears that once paralyzed you now meet resistance. The doubts that once overwhelmed you now encounter a deeper trust. You respond differently. You think differently. You feel differently than you once did. That is guidance at work. That is growth becoming visible. Connections are also being shaped for you in ways you may not yet see. People will appear who encourage your growth, awaken something within you, and reflect back to you the truth of your potential. Conversations will happen that shift your perspective. Encounters will take place that redirect your focus. Some will stay, some will only pass through, but all will contribute to your becoming. Some will challenge you, some will teach you, some will simply remind you of who you are. All of them are part of the design guiding you toward your greater expression. And as your journey continues, you are learning to build a deeper relationship with yourself, one rooted in compassion, respect, and understanding. You are learning to stop speaking to yourself harshly. You are learning to stop shrinking. You are learning to stop doubting your worth. You are learning to treat yourself as someone valuable, someone capable, someone deserving of more. That shift in self-relationship changes everything. Because when you truly begin to honor yourself, life begins to respond accordingly. You stop tolerating what injures your spirit. You stop settling for less than you deserve. You begin choosing environments, relationships, and experiences that reflect your growing sense of worth. And this alignment with self-respect quietly transforms your entire reality. There is also a peace forming within you, even if it sometimes feels fragile, incomplete, or still in progress. You are beginning to understand that you do not have to control every detail for life to unfold well. You are learning to relax into trust, to breathe instead of panic, to allow instead of force, to move with intention rather than desperation. This does not mean you stop acting. It means your actions are no longer driven by fear. They are guided by clarity. That inner peace is not passivity. It is power. It gives you steadiness. It gives you discernment. It gives you the ability to keep moving without being consumed by anxiety about outcomes. And as your inner state changes, your outer world continues to shift in response. This is alignment becoming visible. The more you trust the unfolding, the more you realize that guidance never leaves you. Whether the path feels clear or uncertain, whether the season feels abundant or challenging, whether progress feels obvious or hidden, guidance remains active. It does not disappear when things become difficult. It does not abandon you when you feel lost. It does not fail you when you stumble. It is constant, steady, unwavering. It continues to pull you toward your highest becoming. So continue. Continue with more strength. Continue with more clarity. Continue with more alignment. Continue with more expansion. Continue allowing the greatness being shaped within you to reveal itself in deeper and more extraordinary ways as you become who you were always meant to be. Do not rush the process. Do not force the outcome. Simply keep trusting, keep rising, keep walking forward, guided by the powerful current carrying you toward the fuller expression of your life. Because as life keeps shaping you, preparing you, and guiding you further into the vastness of what you are meant to experience and express, you are still evolving, still awakening, still expanding, still becoming. And the destiny drawing you forward has never stopped calling you. It has never abandoned you. It has never lost sight of the magnificent possibility living within you. It keeps calling you onward into deeper realizations, stronger faith, greater peace, and a life that reflects more and more of the greatness you are being guided into. And so this journey continues, not toward an end, but toward more becoming. Not toward limitation, but toward expansion. Not toward doubt, but toward clarity. Not toward contraction, but toward the fuller expression of the truth already alive within you. You are being guided. You have always been guided, and you will continue to be guided one step, one realization, one unfolding moment at a time, until the greatness within you becomes the life before you. This is Neville Lectures. I'll see you again in the next video.